I saw him there, standing tall and majestic, as the sun kissed his shiny brown hair. When his big brown eyes met mine, it was love at first sight. Hello? His response, a tail that was wagging at 50 miles an hour with saliva dripping. Yes, he was in love too. I could tell all the signs were there. We weren't able to touch as we were separated by wires. We both also knew we were still in love on the side, as he belonged to someone else. He didn't belong to me, yet we wanted to be together. The attraction was unmistakably oozing from our souls as his doggy soul met my human soul, and we connected right there and then. Our moment was interrupted when his master called him to dinner. This drove us crazy. We parted as lovers do, looking at each other until we were out of sight. We met each day at a particular time by the fence. I would scratch his head as I told him about my day, and he would listen, eyes closed, as he enjoyed the scratch and the soothing voice. His owner must have sniffed out something that was going on, because he showed up one day at the scene. Hello? Hi, I said in a voice. It wasn't me. And my love just stood here, his head hung low, and he didn't even say a bark. I see you've met my dog, and you have both hit it off. I have to be away for a week and need someone to take care of him. Will you be willing to do so? My heart raced as I danced with joy in the inside and calmly replied, I would love to. The very next day, he walked over to my house with his doggy bag. We both watched him walk away before we just danced around with joy. We were going to have so much fun now that we were both on the same side of the fence, my side. Our first course of action was for me to lay out some ground rules. 1, no sleeping in the house. You can come in and watch TV with me, but no sleeping over. You can sleep in the garage and keep guard. 2, no girls, verboten. You may go visit them, but when I'm home, it's just the two of us. And 3, you can have anything you want to eat, my treat. With the rules set, we were off to a great start. The bond was thick that it pained my heart to leave him during the days to go to work. And while I was at work, I spent the time just talking about my wonder dog. Yes, you heard correctly, my wonder dog. I bragged about his great athletic skills and what I discovered early, his love for girls. My wonder dog, by now whom I had renamed Ruff, was skilled at high jumping. If there were a dog Olympic, he would have taken the gold in that category. I had a big high gate, which I kept closed except for when I was leaving or coming from work. One evening, as I pulled up before I got out of the car to open the gate, I noticed that Ruff was positioned at the garage, preparing for a run. I stopped as I watched this dog take off, leapt clean over the gate with inches to spare, and landed like a pro right at my car door. He put his paws on the window, and with saliva dripping, he knew his reward would be more than a pat on the head. His gold medal would be extra treats that evening. This continued for the rest of the week. I also found out that's how he left the house during the days to go visit the girls on the block, which were many. All the girls were intrigued with his athletic build, and they made themselves available. This caused him many fights, as he, being rough, ventured into dangerous surroundings guarded by males who protected their territories and their girls. By the time his owner returned, it was obvious to him that he had lost the heart of his dog to the girl next door. We came to an agreement. He could visit with him from his side of the fence with occasional in-dog visits. That worked out for all three of us. Ruff and I lived for our time together, whether it was playing in the backyard or me nursing his wounds while giving him advice on how to date one dog at a time. Or, of course, him showing off his great high jumping skills. He was a beauty to behold as he perfected his art. His leg would extend, his ears pulled back, and his invisible wonder dog cape blew in the wind as he made that flawless jump every evening. It broke my heart when I left Jamaica and had to leave him behind. But he was placed in the care of my friend Susie, who occupied my apartment. They hit it off, and Ruff continued with his rough self. He got into more fights, more dangerous territory and he became the warrior. Eventually, Ruff met dogs that were bigger and better than himself. And one day, Susie called me and told me Ruff had succumbed to his injuries. Ruff lived a life that many of us humans only dream of. He loved and was loved without any leash attached. He fulfilled his purpose of being a watch, a wonder, and a woman's dog. He fought for what he wanted, even though he knew it could cost him his life, which eventually it did. I would encourage you, for dog's sake, let go of the many leashes you have attached yourself to. Be open to love and to be loved. Fulfill your purpose and fight for it, no matter what it costs you. Mr. Toastmaster.
Woo!